Hi, my name is Andrew Hoban. I am a licensed clinical social worker and a practicing therapist here in the state of Colorado. I am wanting to share a short story that I've written with you guys as a form of protest against the tyrannical regime that currently governs us. I will not get into the full scope of how I feel about that in the most genuine of terms, as emotional regulation is still a thing that's expected of me. But I also think it's bunch of feckless bullshit that sometimes therapists are expected to fence sit when we, by fence sitting, are helping broader society reach an unhealthier place, which any good therapist, worth their salt, or hopefully any social worker, full stop, period, understands that societal health has direct impact on individual health, and individual health can only be as good as the society allows it to be, right? If we have people who are under constant stress about housing insecurity and affordability and, well, whether or not they're going to get shot by federal fucking agents, it's going to be pretty difficult to regulate. So, as a social worker, as a therapist, and someone who wants to be able to sleep with themselves at night, I'm going to use my voice to speak out against that. It's beyond evil. So, to echo the support, that so many others have provided to the people of Minneapolis, to people facing deportation, to citizens who are being wrongly detained and killed, and if I sat here and tried to list the atrocities, I mean, this would be hours long. To echo that support, I've written something that I want to share with you guys. This is a short story called The Unsatiated King. Imagine the feeling of hunger. Not just any hunger, but hunger that rumbles deep from the abyss. You have as much food as you could ever wish to have. Now, of course, this food would have been ripped from the hands of people who earned their meal, but it is yours now. You feast gleefully with an audience of people you've robbed, beaten, and fooled. You feel like a king. Now, it wasn't everything you'd hoped it would be. You've eaten every bite, yet you aren't satiated. There are no bites left to take. You scramble, desperate for another meal to conquer, but you've conquered in totality. You are king. One of a few things may happen. You may start to question the rumbling feeling. You may start to realize that you were not experiencing hunger at all, but it was your heart yearning for the humanity you burned. The greediest of gluttons will die without a passing ideation of such a concept. At this point, insight only impacts how much shame you'll take to the grave. Sit with your unease, O mighty king. And you'll continue to sit, as your gluttony has rendered you immobile. The populace continues to watch you. For the first time in a long time, that fear that maintains as a steady flame within you flashes for us all to see. Your weaknesses are becoming apparent. For us peasants, we can often find salvation in hard times through community. But you are no peasant. You are king. Yet this is a luxury you can't afford. The price is higher than you could ever pay, and the balance of power shifts. No one cares that you are king. The time has come to beg as the rumble of the abyss morphs into a flood of screams. And if you listen intently, you can clearly hear every apology or excuse you've ever given to placate, lie, or deceive others. Now, you are the only one who can hear this. Not that that matters. I don't think anybody would try to listen anyway. A life is wasted without contribution, and you've spent yours as a thief. You plead for help, and no one is coming. You'll pass on, pathetic and a failure. all because you wanted to be king. That's the consequence of evil.